Hello viewer, this is Kuldeep Maira. I am a student of Parul University studying under the discipline of chemical engineering. I am going to present a model of batch reactor which I have prepared with the help of easily available raw materials. As you can see in the video, this is the first view of model of batch reactor. The outer part of reactor is basically made of an oil tin, and this outer part is also working as a jacket for the reactor. As you can see in the video, there is another tin which I've used is a utensil tin which is easily available at home. This utensil tin is working as a reaction chamber, is I used as a reaction chamber. The outer part of this reactor, the outer part of this reaction chamber is covered with these rubber pipes which are used at home for a small distance water supply, and I use these pipes as buffels for a kind of resistance. This reaction chamber is mounted with the help of metal rods, and the stirrer is also here which is used to mix to give a uniform mixing to whatever the reactant is present in the reaction chamber. This stirrer is operated with the help of an electric supply which I had given at this side with the help of an battery and a switch. Switch is here to allow the electricity to go, and once I'll start with the help of electricity, the stirrer will start stirring. There is another part of this jacket which is inlet and outlet of jacket. Let me show you. This is the inlet and outlet of jacket. The inlet and outlet basically it depends basically on the type of reaction, that whether it's exothermic or endothermic. For example, if the reaction is endothermic, then you should provide heat, you should provide the heat to the reaction chamber. So for providing the heat means you will actually providing the steam. So for providing the steam, you should first of all give steam from here, means your inlet is this and your outlet is this. But if you are providing a cooling medium, means if the reaction is exothermic, then your inlet will be this, then your inlet will be the lower one and the outlet will be this. Up to now it was all about construction, but if I want if I'm going to talk about the procedure, the reaction, means actually what is the working of this reactor. So first of all, we have to add reactants to this reaction chamber, and then we have to provide a cooling heating system, whatever it is, it depends on the kind of reaction. And then we should start this stirrer to provide mixing. We have to continue this until the reaction will complete and the product is made. So once the product will made, we will discharge the product from this reaction chamber. Now if I talk about the application part of this reactor, according to me this reactor is made in very low cost, means it do not covers a very high value, it do not need a lot more money. Okay, so I have used basic raw material, so it's first of all low cost material. Second, it's flexible, I can dismantle it back, I can reassemble it back easily, I can do that. Except the except the easily available raw material, I've also used this stirrer which I think which is not available easily anywhere. And the other advantages are like it's a simple in construction, uh, it is simple in instrumentation also. And other application I would like to say is about the conversion of this reactant to product. So if you are providing the longer period of time with proper conditions that it desires, that it needs to be proceed, so if you are providing the longer period of time with proper conditions, then we think that the reaction will occur properly and the desirable product will be made in this reaction chamber. So this is what all about this model of reactor according to me. Thank you so much viewer for watching this video.